Alrighty, the T70-57, 4.99 of your good old solid English sterling, euro, whatever, pounds. We'll buy this tank for you. And I've played it a fair old bit, because before I do a tank review, I basically know what I'm talking about. So, is it any good? Well, like said in the title of this video, it's kind of one for the purist. It's not OP at all, but it is nevertheless a very strong tank. The problem it has, I guess, is that in tier 3 you're dealing with all sorts of randomness, just all sorts of random behaviour, and you're also dealing with the Stuart and you're dealing with the PZ3, and both of those tanks are better than this. Now this is the tier 4 game, so there's a lot of tanks that are better than what I'm driving, believe you me. But if you get YOLO'd by a Stuart or a PZ3, you are in licorice all sorts. Particularly the Stuart has APCR as its premium ammo, and people seem to be locking and loading that a load. And this tank has a reasonable armor profile, but if you get a Stuart and it's obviously got an auto-loading gun, you're gonna get burnt down by the damn thing. And the reason for that is that the gun on this tank is multifaceted. So I showed this game first because it shows exactly what it can do. So on one level, the gun is bloody glorious. I mean, it's glorious gun. It's so sweet. Look at this shot. That's a tier 3 gun on a Russian tank. I mean, you would think, nah. I mean, no way you should be making those shots. It will make those shots day in, day out, and that's why I showed this game first. The downside with the gun is that effectively the reload is ridiculously long. For this tier, it's a very frantic tier. It's not a considered tier. People are going to YOLO you the whole time. They're going to come at you, and if you look at that Stuart, he's just dumped a truckload of damage into me. So is that cruiser. That's what I mean. You're getting nutted by an autoloader and you're giving top roll 75 in this, but you can roll as low as like in the 50s. So yeah, that's a tough thing to deal with. So in a strange kind of way, you've got to drive it like an autoloader in a way. You've got an autoloader that doesn't dump damage. Roll backwards and forwards, and you really have got to cover your reloads. You can't front line the tank because frankly people will just YOLO you and burn you, and that's what I've done here. Now the Reds, in all fairness, have had a good game. They've pushed around, they've done a lot of good stuff, but what they've failed to do is to finish my ass off. And I should do a video on this. I'm going to do Sins of Blitz, you know, not finishing someone's ass off. You can see there that Stuart has run out of APCR, and that's why I got 3 bounces, and that's the only reason. Now watch the gun. I mean, it's a sweet gun. It's a purist's kind of connoisseur of a tank. There you go, straight through the turret of the Stuart, game over. And that's what I mean. I mean, I love the tank, don't get me wrong, but that's because I'm an experienced noob who plays a lot of Blitz. I've played a lot of Blitz historically. I know what I'm doing. I think if you bought this tank for your €4.99 or whatever, and you went out in it and you're like, I'm in a premium tank, yeah, gold noob, whatever, going to sweep all before me, yeah, you're going to be big time disappointed. I mean, if I wanted to seal club this tier, and I don't, I genuinely don't, I'm doing a tank review for a tier 3 tank, but if I wanted to seal club this tier, buy the Stuart, buy the PZ3, get yourself PZS35, something like that. If you want a club, I mean, good luck to you, I don't care, but I'll buy those tanks. If you want to drive an interesting tank which makes you think and work and have map awareness, buy this tank. It's awesome. The other thing I was reading about actually on the tank is it does, for once in Blitz, unlike the Smasher TM, have historical provenance. It's actually a real Russian tank. It's a light tank. And the rate of fire is realistically low because the gunner and the commander were the same dude. So he had to spot and also fire at the same time. So it's kind of good that they've rendered it so nicely, and I think it's a beautiful looking tank. Anywho, showed this game, not because it's my highest damage game or whatever, but actually because I enjoyed it. I just thought this was a great game at tier 3. It's a great laugh. You would have noticed at the beginning there's a lot of Stuarts that you really need to fear big time in this tank, because they're just going to pen you and dump a load of damage in. But there's also Keniotsu. And there's nothing I love more in life than a Keniotsu on the opposite team, because that's just what you want, driving a tank with crap all DPM, right? So I've got auto-loading Stuarts, I've got a Hetzer, and I've got a Keniotsu. So when I come into this game, I'm like, yeah, well, righto. So I'm going to cap the Stuart. There we go. And the Hetzer bounces the front plate. That's pretty much the first thing I've bounced all day. You can bounce in this tank, but he's got to be unlucky there, to be honest. And it's going to turn out to be pretty damn clutch, what just happened there. So I'm going to focus fire the Stuart, and I'm going to hope the Angel of Death, Aka the Keniotsu, drives past me. People do consistently fail to finish off tanks in this game. You've got to finish them. Look at the Kenny doing the Stuart there. I'm just like, oh god, like, just stay in the game whilst my extremely long reload happens. A while long. Oh no. No! Kenny! Yeah, just. That was so close. Ridiculous. We've still got, what we got? We've got Stuart, there you go, straight in. Like I said, the Stuart is far an APCR, no worries at all. But my team have done a grand job there. The Stuart helpfully says waterfall. Well, yeah, that's where the kiddie's been all game. I say kiddie. I'm fair on kids. Say good job, Kenny, because that thing's ridiculous. Oh, God. Anyhow, so I'm going to go and take out the Hetzer, because I'm a one-shot, and that's what I'd do, right? I wouldn't run away and do something sensible and go in the opposite direction. I'll just take the Hetzer on. But what I am going to do is let him drive past me. There you go. And he's already focused the PZ, which is fine by me, quite frankly, because I'm less than a one-shot for that thing. And I'm going to cap him in the arse, and we're going to win. There we go. So, like I said, load of fun. I don't recommend it to anyone who isn't a purist of the tanking universe. It's like a 60-odd% tank if you know what you're doing. I would imagine if you don't know what you're doing, it's a freaking nightmare. But there it is. I know it's actually online. No one has reviewed it. I guess it's beneath all the contributors and that. But do you know what? Tier 3 is fun. I mean, it's mad. It's crazy bloody tier, but if you fancy a purist tank, get this one. If you don't, for God's sake, don't buy it. Alright, hope you enjoyed. See ya.